the world, especially the people of Osun State, that as it is now, the election holds.
But there
tomorrow.
are some news on the internet that the Attorney General says Osun State should desist from carrying out that exercise tomorrow.
Well, what we have to say is that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 Constitution as amended, does not vest the power, the judicial power of the country in the office of the Attorney General of the Federation. We appreciate the Attorney General of the Federation, but what we are saying is that the Attorney General of the Federation is not a competent court of law who can order whether an election is to be held or not. The judicial powers in this country are not vested in the office of the Attorney General of the Federation. What the Attorney General of the Federation could do is what he has done, to give advice. And we all heard yesterday that His Excellency, the Governor of the state, said the advice given by the Attorney General was appreciated, but the advice will not stop the election from being conducted. I will add at this point that at this moment, just yesterday, given the advice that the elections will not hold, will not be in the best interest of the state. For the past 1 year, and in compliance with the relevant law, especially the Electoral Act and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the OSEC has started its activities.
About what Attorney General said, the advice that he gave.
The judicial power as to who has the power to stop the election. It is the court of law that has that power. The judicial powers in our constitutions, I'm quoting by virtue of Section 6 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, the judicial powers in this country are vested in our various courts, not in the office of the AGF. Whatever advice the AGF might have given in respect of tomorrow's election remains the opinion of the AGF. And I want to add that the opinion has been voted not only by the Osun State government, lawyers around the world, around the country, have voted the opinion, as the opinion has been described as being subjective, one-sided, and hypocritical, because it is the view of the people that if one looks at the opinion given by the Attorney General of the Federation, the two sides to the story as to the saga, the opinion is only based on one judgment that in which the appeal court struck out the case of the People's Democratic Party fighting against the election. But the Attorney General did not even attempt to mention anything relating to another subsisting judgment obtained by the APP as another party in the state from the court, which judgment remains valid and subsisting by virtue of the fact that the appeal filed against that judgment by the APC has been dismissed by the court. And what was the judgment? What was the order made by the court in that judgment? The order made by the court in the APP judgment is that the election, local government election conducted in the state on the 15th of October 2022 was null and void, and that all the chairmen and councillors who were purportedly elected or produced by the election were sacked and were restrained from going to that office. They were asked, the court ordered them to vacate the office. They appealed against the judgment. The Court of Appeal has dismissed that appeal they brought against the judgment. So people have met rats as regards the purported advice from the office of the AGF as to why would the AGF only talk about the judgment of the February 10, in which the Court of Appeal struck out the case filed by the People's Democratic Party. Then, having said that, it is imperative to apprise members of the public as to the latest as regards the election holding tomorrow. About 3 hours ago, the state government, particularly the office of the Attorney General of Osun State, received some documents from the OSEC in the state. And when we peruse the document, it discovered that a court in Osun State, a high court in Osun State sitting in Elisha, has delivered a judgment today ordering the OSEC to make sure the election scheduled for tomorrow hold. Not only that, the High Court has equally ordered, mandated and directed all security agencies, including the police, the DSS, NSCDC, Amateku, and all security agencies. The court has directed them to ensure there is security for people who will be trooping out tomorrow to exercise their franchise, to vote tomorrow. So, to be precise, I would like to read the orders as given by the Osun State High Court today regarding the election scheduled to hold tomorrow and which is holding tomorrow. I'm reading the orders as rolled out by His Lordship, Justice A.A. Adelebigbe, sitting in the High Court of Osun State, Elisha Division. One, I'm reading directly from the certified true copy of the judgment sent to the Attorney General by OSEC about 3-4 hours ago.
We are with you.
One, sir. An order of this honorable court is granted, recognizing the existing vacancies across all the 30 local government areas of Osun State. The election conducted by the first defendant on 15th October 2022 having been invalidated, nullified, and voided, and the purported elected officials produced by the purported election having been sacked by the Federal High Court in FCHCS OS 103-2022, Action People Party, APP versus Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and others, delivered on the 30th November 2022, and as confirmed by the decision of the Court of Appeal in appeal number CH/AK/226M/2024, Allied People Movement, APM, and others versus Action People's Party, APP, and others, delivered on 13th January 2025. Order 2, the court says another of this honorable court is granted, directing, mandating, and compelling the defendants to fill the vacancies across the 30 local government areas of Osun State through a democratic process by proceeding to conduct the local government elections already scheduled by the defendant for 22nd of February 2025. The third order reads, another of this honorable court is granted, directing, mandating, and compelling all the security agents comprising of the Nigerian Police, the Nigerian Army, the Department of State Security Services, DSS, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, the National Drugs and Law Enforcement Agency, NDLA, the Amateku Corps, the vigilante groups, etc., to provide adequate security and maintain peace and order before, during, and after the local government election scheduled by the defendant for 22nd February 2025 in Osun State. Those are the orders contained in the judgment delivered by the High Court of Osun State sitting in Ilesha today. It is pertinent to inform people as to the defendants referred to in the order. In the judgment, the defendants, there are two defendants. The first defendant is the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, while the second defendant is Hashim Aketude Abioye, Chairman Osun State Independent Electoral Commission. So as it is now, this is the latest development as the legal impasse imbroglio continued. The People's Democratic Party approached the Osun State High Court some days ago, and the suit filed some days ago has culminated in a judgment being rendered today by His Lordship sitting in Ilesha. So as we speak, the judgment of the court is binding on everybody regardless of the person's status. So with this, there's no doubt that the election holds tomorrow. So regardless of whatever you might have heard in the morning or before today, the later development now, even the Osun State governor, the Osun State government has an obligation to respect the order of this court. Even at this point, not even the governor of Osun State can order otherwise or can do otherwise as ordered by the court. The court has ordered the OSEC to continue with its plans to hold local government elections tomorrow. And you will equally recall that yesterday, or I guess this morning, on a radio program, the chairman of the OSEC, even before this judgment came out, the chairman of the OSEC assured the residents of Osun State that all preparations had been made to ensure each free and fair election in the state. So the Osun State government wants to use this opportunity to assure the people of Osun State that the election holds tomorrow as scheduled. More especially that a high court of Osun State has ordered in the judgment given today that the OSEC shall go ahead to conduct the election. All the security agencies are already aware of the judgment. I want to believe by now all the security agencies have been served with a copy of the judgment, as same was served on the Attorney General of the state. So by now, our people do not have any reason to fear for any form of to have any fear as to security tomorrow. All the security agencies are bound to comply with the judgment, with the order of the court.
Thank you so much, Barrister, for shedding more light on the latest development. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé, àlejò wa lórí àkànṣe ètò yìí, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ohun tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ àti ohun tí a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbọ́ lẹ́nu lọ́lọ́ yìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ìdìbò ọ̀la yìí náà ni o. Àlejò wa náà ni Barrister Nurudeen Karim, tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùbádámọ̀ràn pàtàkì fún gómìnà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú òfin. Mo kí yín, ẹ kú ohùn Barrister.
Ẹ ṣé.
Ń tà ń tẹ́ sọ ní gbogbo fún ìfìtì tẹ́ sọ, ẹ bá wa ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fáwọn èèyàn wa ní èdè àbínibí.
Mo kí atọ́kùn. Nǹkan tí à ń gbìyànjú láti bá àwọn èèyàn wa sọ náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ nípa ètò ìbò ìjọba àbílẹ̀ tí àjọ elétò ìdìbò ìjọba àbílẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tó ti ń ṣèlàkàkà láti jẹ́ kó wáyé lọ́la láti bí ọdún kan sísìnyìí níbàámu pẹ̀lú òfin Electoral Act àti òfin Constitution ilẹ̀ wa tó sọ wípé gbogbo state tó bá máa ṣètò ìdìbò sí ìjọba àbílẹ̀ ó gbọ́dọ̀ fún àwọn aráàlú àti gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú ní 360 days notice lápé òun fẹ́ dìbò. Tabadẹ wo lóòótọ́ ohun tó bí ọdún kan náà nísìn tí àjọ elétò ìdìbò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun èyàn OSEC tí wọ́n fi ìkéde léde wípé tó bá di February 22 àwọn máa ṣe ètò ìdìbò àtìgbà yẹn náà ni wọ́n ti ń sáré lọ sáré bọ̀ láti rí wípé ètò ìdìbò náà ó lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ó ṣe yẹ. Ní àná gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun wọ́n tún sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa wípé ètò ìjọba ìbò sí ìjọba àbílẹ̀ wa yóò wáyé gẹ́gẹ́ bí àjọ elétò ìdìbò ṣe gbèrò rẹ̀ ní ọ̀la tó jẹ́ ọjọ́ Saturday. So mo a fi ń dá àwọn èèyàn lójú wípé ká má gbọ́ awuyewuye kankan tí ń lọ ń gbòòrò torí àwọn kọ̀rọ̀rọ̀sí kan wọ́n ń gbé níwùsì ìròyìn tí ò sóòótọ́ wípé bóyá gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ó ti sọ wípé kò ní síbò mọ́. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun sọ pé kò ní síbò mọ́ o, kò sí kò sí ilé ẹjọ́ kankan tó ti dájọ́ pé kò ní sí ìbò mọ́. Adẹ̀mọ̀ ẹni tó lè dàrú ẹjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ilé ẹjọ́, ẹni tó lè sọ wípé báyìí ètò ìdìbò yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ wáyé mọ́ òun náà ní ilé ẹjọ́. Títí di àsìkò tí a fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kò tí ì sí ilé ẹjọ́ kankan tó mú àjọ elétò ìdìbò lọ́wọ́ dúró wípé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ètò ìdìbò. Àárẹ̀ ti pé láti bí ọdún kẹta ní àjọ elétò ìdìbò ṣe ń gbáradì fúnbò yìí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ owó ni wọ́n ti ná nípa ìgbáradì. So alága àjọ elétò ìdìbò ó sọ ní orí ètò kan láàárọ̀ yìí ó fi ń dá àwọn èèyàn lójú pé gbogbo ohun tó yẹ káwọn pèsè làwọn ti pèsè, gbogbo ohun tó yẹ kó wà nílẹ̀ lórí ti wà nílẹ̀, pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó dí ètò ìdìbò náà lọ́wọ́. So gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ nísìnyìí a fi ń dá àwọn ará lé lójú náà ni pé ètò ìdìbò ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun yóò wáyé lọ́la gẹ́gẹ́ bí àjọ elétò ìdìbò náà ṣe fi léde láti bí ọdún kan lónìí. So kò sí ní tó kí àwọn èèyàn kí wọ́n fọkànbalẹ̀ kí wọ́n jáde lọ́pọ̀ yanturu láti lọ ṣe ojúṣe wọn nínú òfin. Ká rántí pé àwọn tá a fẹ́ dìbò yàn yìí àwọn ni wọ́n wà ní agbami àwọn ìjọba àbílẹ̀ fún ọdún 3 sí 4 sí àsìkò yìí. Àwọn tá a wá járàlú ẹ má jẹ́ kí a pàdánù àǹfààní tá a ní, káwa náà ká ní ipa tá a kó nínú àwọn wo ni wọ́n jẹ́ ẹni tí wọ́n máa ṣojú wa níbi ètò ìbò ìjọba ìbílẹ̀. Eléyìí náà dẹ̀ ni gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun fi ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà wípé ètò ìjọba ìbò ìbílẹ̀ tí àjọ elétò ìdìbò fẹ́ ṣe yóò wáyé gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ti ṣe plan rẹ̀ láti bí ọdún kan sóní.
Ẹ ṣeun àlejò wa, ẹ ti fi dá wa lójú báyìí pé ètò ìdìbò sí ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ yóò wáyé.
Bóyá kí n tó wá fi kún olóòtú wípé nínú ètò tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ láìpẹ́ yìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ìdìbò tó ń bọ̀ lọ́la ó tó bí wákàtí 4 sí 7 nísìnyí tí ẹni tó jẹ́ ọ̀gá mi nínú ètò ìjọba ẹni tó jẹ́ attorney general Osun State tí àjọ elétò ìdìbò tí wọ́n fi ìwé kan ṣọwọ́ sí ọ́fíìsì wọn. Ìwé yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ mi nígbà tí a ka ìwé náà a rí i pé ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú Olumbrella People's Democratic Party ní ọjọ́ mélòó kan sẹ́yìn bóyá látìgbà tí awuyewuye ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wọ́n wò pé kò sẹ́ni tí ó lè mú òfin kan lọ́wọ́ ara rẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí àfi kí ilé ẹjọ́ kí ó bá wọn dá sí. Wọ́n gba ilé ẹjọ́ lọ ṣùgbọ́n ẹjọ́ tí wọ́n pè náà bí ọjọ́ mélòó kan sẹ́yìn ní òní ilé ẹjọ́ ti dájọ́ lórí ẹjọ́ tí wọ́n pè. Ìdájọ́ ilé ẹjọ́ náà sì ni ó fìdí ẹ̀ ló paláṣẹ fún àjọ elétò ìdìbò pé kò gbọ́dọ̀ dámọ̀ràn wípé ìbò tó ti náà máa dì lọ́la pé òun ò ní dì mọ́ o. Òfin ilé ẹjọ́ ló tún kàn ń pa fún àwọn ẹni tó jẹ́ alága àjọ elétò ìdìbò àti àjọ yẹn gangan pé ìbò wọn tẹ́ láwọn fẹ́ ṣe lọ́la wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú pé wọ́n ṣe. Kí wọ́n sọ fún yẹn nìkan ní ilé ẹjọ́ fún wọn. Ilé ẹjọ́ lọ síwájú láti sọ wípé àga àwọn alága ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ 30 tá a ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ 30 tá a ní lọ́sùn ó ṣòfò báyìí. Ilé ẹjọ́ lọ sọ báyìí lẹ́nìí pé pẹ̀lú awuyewuye tí ń lórí awuyewuye tí ń lọ yóò gbogbo àga àwọn alága ìjọba àbílẹ̀ ọgbọ̀n tá a ní lọ́sùn ó ṣòfò táwọn òyìnbó ń pè ní ó wà vacant pé torí náà ó di dandan fún àjọ OSEC kí wọ́n rí i pé ètò òbò tí wọ́n ṣe níbàámu pẹ̀lú òfin láti bí ọdún kan wọ́n jẹ́ kí ó wáyé lọ́la láti rí i pé àwọn èèyàn tó àwọn aráàlú fẹ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ dìbò yàn kí wọ́n wà ní orí àga yẹn kí ó tó ṣe yẹn nìkan ilé ẹjọ́ tó kàn pa fún àwọn àjọ elétò ààbò ọlọ́pàá àwọn ológun àwọn ààbò alẹ́nilàbò òlú NSCDC àwọn àjọ tẹlẹ̀múyẹ́ DSS àwọn àmọ̀tẹ́kùn pé gbogbo wọn pátá wọn gbọ́dọ̀ kópa tó ń yẹrí nípò ìbò náà láti rí i pé ààbò tó péye wà fún àwọn aráàlú tí wọ́n tú jáde dìbò lọ́la gbogbo òfin náà dẹ̀ ní wọ́n ti fi sọwọ́ sí àwọn ọlọ́pàá àwọn ológun gbogbo àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ kàn láti rí i pé dájú wọ́n provide security lọ́la so ní ṣókí gbogbo ara Ọ̀ṣun ni a fi ń dá lójú pé ìbò ìjọba àbílẹ̀ yóò wáyé lọ́la bí wọ́n ti ṣe ń gbèrò rẹ̀ ètò ààbò dẹ́ẹ̀ ti wà ńlẹ̀ nítorí pé àwọn ilé ẹjọ́ gan ó ti pa láṣẹ fún àwọn elétò ààbò pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ provide ààbò tó péye fún àwọn aráàlú so ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ká mú káàdì ìdìbò wa ká gbáradì lọ́la ká tú jáde ká lọ dìbò fún ẹni tó bá wù wá nínú àwọn tó ń díje so ìyẹn ni ṣókí fún àwọn aráalé.
ẹ ṣeun adúpẹ́ àlejò wa Barrister Nurudeen Karim olùbádámọ̀ràn pàtàkì fún gómìnà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú òfin. We want to thank you so much, Barrister, for coming on the show. You've said it all, and I hope that the people of Osun and the people of Nigeria have listened to you. Thank you so very much for coming on the show. My name is Titi Lokwe Ajiboye. Until some other time, what will come your way, have a blessed day.
OSBC Radio 104.5 FM, Voice of the West. Don't touch the dial.